found you on a quiet day when nothing much was happening. You asked me how I was doing, then stayed a little longer. I don't know why I remembered that small smile on your face. Maybe something in your kindness made the whole room feel safe. Days passed by and slowly your name became familiar. A message in the morning, a voice I wanted to hear. Then one night you called me and you didn't say too much, so I stayed there in the silence till I heard you start to laugh. I don't need to fix the world for you or find the perfect words. Sometimes all I want to give you is somewhere you can rest. If the day gets a little heavy, if your heart forgets the light, come a little closer to me. You don't have to be alright, always by your side. When the world is moving fast, I'll be the quiet little place where you can come back. Always by your side when you don't know what to say. You can take my hand in silence, you don't have to look away. And when your smile comes back again, I'll smile right there with you. That's all I ever really want, to share the day with you. I love the way we make memories without trying to make them last. The longer walks, the late night talks, the little moments that pass. Some days are full of laughter, some are slow and blue, but every kind of ordinary feels softer next to you. Maybe love is not the promise of a perfect life ahead. Maybe it is simply knowing who will stay beside your bed, who will listen when you're tired, who will wait when you need time, who will still be there tomorrow with a heart that's open wide. Always by your side in the bright and quieter days, not to hold you from the world, just to walk with you this way. Always by your side, and I hope you always know, no matter where your heart may wander, you have somewhere you can go. One day we'll be sitting somewhere watching evening fill the sky. You'll lean a little closer and I'll smile just like tonight. We may forget the little details of the way this all began, but I hope we never lose the comfort of holding hands. So when you wonder if you're alone, when the night feels far too wide, remember there is one heart that will always stay nearby. Always by your side, not a line I say too loud, just if you turn around one day, I'll still be here with you. We didn't begin with a promise or a plan for years ahead. Just two people sharing stories and staying when we could have left. I still remember quiet evenings when we talked until it grew late. Neither one of us was ready to be the first to walk away. Somewhere in those little moments, your life started feeling close to mine. Your name became a familiar place I could find at any time. Then one day I caught myself thinking about a future I couldn't see in every version of tomorrow. Somehow had you next to me. Forever with you doesn't have to be a dream. I can see it in the small things, in the life we're building quietly. Forever with you sounds simple when I say it slow. Just your hand inside my head, and nowhere else I need to go. I want the ordinary mornings when we're both still half asleep, the little talks across the table and the promises we never need to keep. I want the days that don't go perfectly, when we have to start again, to learn each other's changing hearts and meet somewhere in the middle then. I don't need you to be perfect, and I know that I'm not too. I only want the kind of love that stays honest all the way through. Forever with you, through the days that come and go, when life changes all around us, I still want you close. Forever with you, not because I fear goodbye, but because loving you feels easy, like breathing in and out. Maybe one day we'll look back at the people we used to be and smile at how a simple beginning became our favorite memory. We'll remember all the small things that no one else would understand. The jokes, the looks, the quiet nights, the way you always reached for my hand. And if the years move softly onward and silver finds its way to our hair, I hope we still sit close together, like there's nowhere else to be but there. Forever with you isn't about knowing every day. It's waking up and still believing I choose you anyway. Forever with you, that's the sweetest thing I know. After all the roads I've traveled, you're the used to keep my world so small, just enough room for me. I never thought I'd miss someone before they had to leave. Then you came in on a rainy day with water shining in your hair. You smiled and said you look cold, then stood a little closer there. I don't know why that moment stayed out of all the days I've known. Maybe my heart had found a feeling it didn't want to call its own. And little by little you became the name behind my smile, the one I wanted to tell everything, even the smallest, silliest things. When something beautiful happens, you're the first one in my mind. When I see the evening colors, I wish you were by my side. You mean everything to me, not in some loud and perfect way. You're in all the little places that make up every day. You mean everything to me, in the way you say my name. And suddenly a simple moment doesn't feel the same. I remember walking home one evening, the sky was turning soft and blue. You stopped to buy me something small, just because it made you think of me. I laughed and said it wasn't much, but I kept it in my hand. Because love isn't always something grand, sometimes it's being understood. And that's what you became to me, a feeling gentle and true. Somehow led to you. You mean everything to me. When the room is full of noise, you're the quiet I keep looking for. You're my favorite voice. You mean everything to me, and I hope you always know I don't need a perfect future, I just like where we can go. Maybe we'll have days of distance, maybe we'll misunderstand, but I wanna learn the ways that bring us back again. Not because love is always easy, not because we never change, but because every time I lose my way, your heart still feels familiar. One day we'll look back laughing at the little things we knew. The rainy day, the first long walk, the moment I fell into you. And maybe you'll ask me softly, when did you know this love was real? I'll smile because the answer was never one big thing to feel. It was every little morning, every message, every glance, every time my heart grew softer, just because you gave it a chance. You mean everything to me, more than I can ever say. Not because I need you to complete me, but because you make me wanna stay. You mean everything to me in the softest, sweetest way. And if I had another lifetime, I'd still hope you'd find me someday. So stay here while the night is quiet. Let me keep your hand in mine. I don't need the whole world tonight when your heart is close to mine. You mean everything to me, and now my heart knows why. Some people change your whole life just by standing by your side. I used to think that loving someone was a feeling that would stay, something bright and easy that would never change with days. Then I met you slowly, somewhere between a low and home, and not in one unforgettable moment, but in all the little ones. The way you wait when I'm late, the way you listen when I'm quiet, the way you notice something's wrong without asking me to hide it. And every day I know you a little more than yesterday. I find another reason to wanna love you this way. Always choosing you in the morning light, in the quiet little hours before we say goodnight. Always choosing you, not because I have to do. It just feels like the most natural thing. My heart keeps leading me to you. Some days we don't say much, some days we laugh until we're tired, some days the world moves far too fast, and all we need is somewhere quiet. I like the simple life we share, the little space you make for me, the way an ordinary evening becomes my favorite memory. I don't need you to promise that nothing will ever change. I only want us to keep finding our way back again and again. If I need a little silence, you let me take my time. And when you need somebody near, I'll place my hand in yours. Always choosing you when the days feel soft and slow, when the plans are still uncertain and we don't know where we'll go. Always choosing you in the smallest things we do, like saving you the better part, or saying I thought of you. Maybe years will pass so gently and we'll forget a thing or two, but I hope we still remember how this quiet love first grew. Not with promises and perfect words or something made to last, just two hearts learning slowly that being close felt easy at last. And one day when we're older, sitting somewhere side by side. I'll still smile when you reach for me, like you did the first time. Because love for me is simple. It isn't loud or hard to prove. It's waking up and knowing I'd still choose the day with you. Always choosing you. Always the evening turns to blue. In every little version of tomorrow, my heart comes back to you. Always choosing you. Softly, slowly, every day. Not a perfect kind of love, just one that wants to stay. So if you ever wonder what I see when I look at you, it's all the quiet little moments that made my heart feel true. Always choosing you, that's all I really wanna do. Today, tomorrow, and every day, I'll keep choosing you. It started on a quiet evening, nothing special, nothing planned. You were walking a little closer when you gently took my hand. We didn't need to fill the silence, the street was almost empty then. I could hear your soft laughter, and I wish that walk would never end. After that, the smallest moments began to stay inside my mind. Your little messages in the morning, your voice before I closed my eyes. I never knew I was waiting for a feeling soft and true. Then one day I looked at you, and everything felt new. You're all mine in the sweetest little way. Not to keep you from the world, just to know you choose to stay. You're all mine when you smile and say my name. And for a quiet second, nothing else feels quite the same. We have our favorite little places and stories only we understand. Sometimes you say the same old joke, and I laugh before the end. I know the way you get distracted when there's something on your mind. And you know when I'm pretending that I'm doing perfectly fine. I love that you don't rush me when I need a little time. You just sit a little closer and let your fingers find mine. You're all mine in the calm between our words, in the way you make me feel without needing to be heard. You're all mine and I'm yours in my own way. Two hearts finding something simple in the middle of the day. Maybe love is not a big thing, Maybe that's why I like it here. It's in all the little moments that make having you feel near. The late replies that turn to talking, the sleepy calls we don't wanna end. The way you look at me sometimes, like you've known me longer than then. I don't need a perfect promise or a future written down. I just like the way you reach for me when no one else is around. You're all mine in this little world we made, in every soft and ordinary memory that wants to stay. You're all mine, and I hope you feel it too. Not a question, not a warning, just my heart choosing you. So stay until the morning comes, or stay another song. I don't have to ask for forever when tonight feels like enough. You're all mine in the softest, sweetest way. And when you hold me a little closer, I know exactly what to say. You're all mine, and I'm smiling as I do, because out of all the little things, my favorite one is you.